If anybody hasn't met me yet, I'm Al, I'm Stan's brother. Backup best man, apparently. Thanks very much. Right, so I think it's fair to me to say that Stan was considering who he was going to have for his best man, and was obviously going through a bit of a fat phase at the time, and thought, well, I'm going to need two, because there's so much piss that needs taken out of me. So thanks very much for that opportunity. Needless to say, I've known Stan quite a long time. And as a result, I've had quite a few instances of big brother abuse. But there's one word for that. Stand by, sunshine, today is your day. Before we get into the execution, however, just a few compliments and best wishes and thanks, really. Obviously, we've had, you know, the bridesmaids, lovely, it's great to see you, and you're looking wonderful. Lou, enough said. It's all right. But also, thank you for your gifts. I know they're not coming to me, but I think somebody should say thank you very much for the contributions that you've made. And perhaps more importantly, I know it's already been said once before, but thank you very much to father of the bride, Mr. Bob Cable. Now, I know he's probably been thinking this for a long time, what I'm going to do for my daughter, and he's probably been saving a long time for his fairy tale wedding for his little girl. So I think it's clear to see that a lot of effort has been put up, and thank you very much for that, and I'm sure we all really appreciate it. So if you'd like to raise your glasses first to father of the bride, Mr. Bob Cable. Right, anywho, to our feature presentation for this evening. Okay, page 2. Simon Topping, born to Sylvia and Douglas Topping, 28th of November. Was never an attractive chap. Instead, going for the intellectual look over that of style, in the hope from diverting attention from his slightly retarded level of ability. Now, Matthew, next slide, please.
Yes.
Can I get a high five?
Thanks.
Please take particular note of the Jimmy White glasses in front and the epic comb over. However, now I know what you're going to say. Hold on. He's wearing a comb over as well. Well, it's my job. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Okay. So, slide 2, please, Matthew. The abuse begins when I turn up.
Wow. You just don't need to say anything.
Obviously, I ruined his little cushy life that he had going for a couple of years before I rocked up, but yeah, things changed, and he thought, well, I'm going to get the guy back. So, yes, this is the way it began. Anyway, next slide, please. Just like my dog, Stan became fascinated in plastic and flying things. And in any case, Stan decided to continue to grow, and with that, his mental age managed also. In this photo, you can see Stan appreciating the basic principles of the aerofoil. Not only did it provide numerous hours of entertainment, throwing one from one end of a muddy pitch to the other, but with equally bizarre people, but also turned that into a career by joining the aerospace industry. A problem which has bored us and then continues to bore us for many years. So thank you for that, and also the other Airbus geeks. High fives, how are you doing? Anywho, next slide, please. However, he dabbles in other pastimes, most notably the bicycle, but also a little bit of dib-dib-dib-dob-dob. And also something which has, I'm sure, become a bit of a bane in your life, the Excel spreadsheet. Trying to insert the Excel spreadsheet into any domestic opportunity available. However, the desire has become more socially acceptable. And the desire to become more socially acceptable in society has continued to develop. Unfortunately, not always being successful. Next slide. Unfortunately, though, he makes the right decision for once, and he decides that he's going to forget the Cub Scouts and he's going to carry on riding bikes. As you can see here, donning Lycra instead, which again is a little bit dubious. Here we see Stan as a teenager wearing his favourite Lycra suit, pink shoes and purple helmet. And let's not forget also that Simon's classic Jimmy Whites, just to top it off. You might just be able to see that. Okay, next slide please. And it continues to be an interest until this day, which is probably the reason for your table mats, sorry, what we're calling these, table markers and whatnot. Obviously, riding bikes is his, I suppose, big sport and his favourite sport, and he continues to do so. Next one. However, it's not always as easy as it seems, okay? And yeah, this can be best explained with this fine artist impression brought to you by the people at Royder Productions. Next slide, please. Sam goes riding, short story. Go. Oh, yeah. That's right, folks. Stan Swat is adoration for Lycra, for his obsession with coming off his bike and blaming other people for it. As I'm sure most of the bikers in the room will verify, his ability of coming off two wheels is unparalleled. Perhaps with the exception of Dangerous Dave Bryan over there. Raise your hand, please, Dave. There he is. And it's a sight to behold. Right, next one. However, there was a female influence. Now, before I start, I'll put your mind at ease, Miri, okay, and probably your mum as well, okay. Before the 50p, 5p action starts, this won't be a character assassination, okay, so you can just rest yourself there. I've known Miri for some capacity or other since I first graced the fields of British Ultimate in the late 90s. Unfortunately for me, however, Frisbee wasn't really my thing, and yeah, I stopped playing. However, it was not until, it was not the last time we bumped into each other, as I seem to remember a time in 2004 on a Saturday night during a tournament in Manchester, approaching Miri and explaining to her that she needed to consider her options and come to her senses about the men in her life, and fall at my feet, so. Touchy subject, I think. Fortunately for Stan, however, it seems she, being only a few years older than me and therefore wiser than me at the time, decided I had far too much to drink and graciously declined my gentlemanly offer by laughing hysterically in my face. A little harsh, I feel, but perhaps there was something more to it. Now, for those of you that don't know, Miri and I share birthdays in the latter part of June, and which until recently had proven a bit of a sore point for Miri and Stan, as she was never around to attend her birthdays because Stan was always on the lash with me. So, needless to say, this has since been, since this relationship has somewhat flourished, I've now become second best, in more ways than one, thank you very much, and I'm being regularly chinned off in favour of a more lucrative offer. Perhaps someone can enlighten me as to what that might be, because I'm still in the dark, to be honest. So, yeah. Anyway, however, not all has changed for the worse for me, and I've now, for the first time, a sister who will try as she might to educate me in the way of musicals. A task only matched by the D-Day London's 1944. An extra pair of brothers. Hello to you both. One of whom I share an interest in cameras, but also has an uncanny ability to get knock-off outdoor gear. So, Pete. An extra mum and dad. Hello to you. Who, upon meeting me for the first time, arrived in their camper van, which can only be described as a chalet on wheels. Was that too harsh?
It's better than a chalet, come on.
A mansion on wheels?
Yeah.
Okay, but at least then it's got enough space for two and perhaps my dog. I don't know. Happy times are indeed ahead for us both.
What you agree?
Yeah! Sorry, mate. Right, so what happens when you take one seemingly normal female 20-something and apply this? Ah. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Reference centre image, fat phase. Along in fact with bottom image in blue t-shirt, fat phase. And image far right, fat phase. The other two are just pure comedy, so so do you get...
What are you doing?
What do you get? What do you get? Do you get that? No. Do you get that? Well, let's just say that this is perfectly timed because after the whole gay bar thing, I didn't know Nasha was going to talk about this slight issue.
It gets better every time.
Is it that? No. Right, next slide. No. Is it that? No, it's not that. What you actually get is that. So the final result, you have two people that seem to like each other somewhat. And yeah, congratulations, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not sure who's responsible, but still. I'm sure you're probably more aware that this whole shindig is not about me and what I can glean from new bonds formed from having new family members. It's obviously about the lifelong commitment Stan and Lou have made and the fact that they're now having a bit of a lash up here, picking up the stuff and then buggering off to Australia. So, yeah, oh no, hold on. That's wrong, isn't it? You're not going to Melbourne, are you? Oh.
They've seen the light.
Yeah. You've got to see it. But you have to wonder, how did that decision really come apart? Is it one of those group things that goes on? We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, no worries. And so, to the big finish. Stan, you're a twat. This is unquestionable. However, you are my only blood brother, and as much as it pains me to say so, I do actually like you. Miri, I'll stop calling you Miri, because you're not called Miri, are you? My new sister-in-law, you're now Stan's boss, and with that, I'm sure he'll be attending your birthday parties more than he will mine. Please let him out for a few beers, and when we come to visit, yeah, we look forward to staying with you. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding. So for the final time, please raise your glasses for the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Topping.
Mr. and Mrs. Topping.